So, what is the best online course platform for 2021 and 2022? We're going to look at the top 4 players in this category of online course platforms and help you determine which one you should do. Here we go. Let's get started. Hey messengers, welcome to the Market Your Message show. I'm Jonathan Milligan, your host and also the author of the brand new book, Your Message Matters, How to Rise Above the Noise and Get Paid for What You Know. And in this show, we help messengers. That means you have a transformational message to share. Whether you want to write, teach, speak, coach, you want to create courses online, you are a messenger, my friend, and we are all about helping you to rise above the noise and learn how to build that audience online. Now, today we're going to talk about which one is the best online course platform for 2021 and 2022. So I've done some extensive research. Some of these I've used, some I have not. I've looked at reviews. I've looked at their websites. I've even dove in to kind of look around on some of the free trials. And I want to be able to deliver this research to you so that you can know which one should you go with, which one should you consider. So what I'm going to be doing for those that are listening on the podcast, I'm pulling up my iPad and we're going to cover it in 5 categories, but I'm going to be describing it on the podcast. So no worries if you hear me reference the iPad. That's for those that are watching this live and for those catching the YouTube video for this episode. So I'm going to jump over into the iPad. And we're going to look at 4 different, I would say 4 of the more popular course platforms. Now, we could argue that there's more than just this. And yes, I realize I might be missing one. But for what I have seen and in my experience, the top 4 that we're going to look at are Kajabi, Gumroad, Teachable, and Thinkific. And we are going to analyze each of these in 5 categories: customer support, branding and control, ease of use, the features, and the pricing. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tackle one at a time so it'll be less confusing as we go through it. The first player that we're going to look at, and what we're going to do is I'm going to give it a rating of 1 to 5. 5 being, 5 stars and 1 being a 1 star. That's the way we're going to look at this. All right, so let's start with Kajabi. Now, in full disclosure, Kajabi is my choice. It's what I use. It's not right for everybody, and I'll be talking about who it's right for and who it's not in just a second. But for me, Kajabi is a great platform, and I've been with Kajabi since the very, very beginning. So let's go through this. Let's first of all talk about customer support. Well, I know a thing or two about customer support because I've used Kajabi, and I give them a 5. So let me get the right tool here. I give them a 5 on the ratings. They have a easy way to get a hold of them. They have a live chat feature, so I don't have to submit a support ticket. I can actually talk with them live. And I've even had instances when I'm talking to technical support where they have gotten into my website or the thing that I was struggling with and fixed it for me. So I think that's really, really cool that their customer support's live chat, very responsive. I also personally love that they are located and based in the U.S. so that I know I'm chatting with people who, for the most part, really understand what I'm trying to accomplish, and they're very, very supportive. Number 2, branding and control. I give a 5 for this as well, and here's why. Kajabi does not force you to be displaying their branding. In fact, most people do not ever know that they're using Kajabi. They think they're just using your website. And I love that about Kajabi because you can get your domain name. You could have your subdomain name. You literally could go to marketyourmessage.com right now, and it's a website, but that's actually Kajabi. So Kajabi is my hosting platform. Now, that's very, very different than any of these others. You can't have your main website if you want to blog or you want to do video posts or you want to do certain things where it's all integrated to one platform, Kajabi is the only one that really does this well, if I'm being honest. Gumroad, not so much. Teachable, you can have a course front door, but it's not necessarily a place to blog, not a place to build an audience on one place. Same with Thinkific. But sticking with Kajabi, I love the branding and control because, again, go to marketyourmessage.com and you will not know that I'm using Kajabi. And it's the same place as the website, is the same place as my courses. All right, ease of use. Now, ease of use, I'm going to give it between a 4 and a 5, and here's why. Because there's a lot to Kajabi, okay? Kajabi is the only tool out of these that puts themselves out there as an all-in-one tool, meaning that they will do all your email marketing, your landing pages, accepting payments, setting up your courses, selling coaching, automations, segmentations, your website. So it's really put out there as an all-in-one tool. And because of that, with features, I also give it a 5, because I'd even say 5+, because it is feature rich. So for somebody who is very, very serious about wanting to build a personal brand business with your message, and you don't want to mess with kind of duct taping things together or logging into more than one place, Kajabi is the tool. I believe this so much so that my own daughter, who, even though she's still in college, she started kind of her own blog and online brand. I started her on Kajabi because I wanted to set her up on the one tool that she could log into and do her email marketing, creating her courses, blogging, setting up her website, and all that. Okay, so for pricing, I'll give a 4 for pricing, and here's why. This is the one hang-up that most people have with Kajabi, is it starts off at $119 a month. Now, if you're just trying to create a mini course and you want to sell it, $119 a month does not make sense. So I would not do it in that case. However, if you factor in all the other things that you would be paying. So for example, I actually pay a few $100s a month for ConvertKit to host my emails. At some point, I'm going to move that into Kajabi. I just haven't done it because I have so many tags and automations, and it's just like, it can be a little bit of a nightmare moving everything over. But think about that. I mean, I could literally cut off a few $100s a month in expenses because it's already included in Kajabi. For some of you, you might be on WordPress and you're paying $30 a month for hosting. The hosting plan goes away when you're with Kajabi. If you're using something like Lead Pages and you're using their easy way to create landing pages and you're paying $49 a month, that goes away. And there's so many more tools that you can eliminate, pricing you can eliminate by just getting started. So even though it's a 4, I think it's a great economical value for $119 being the only cost you need to have in your business other than buying your yearly domain name. You're in business for everything you need for one price. And that's why, obviously, you can see I'm a fan of Kajabi. That doesn't mean I think everyone should be on that platform. And if you're not, that doesn't mean that you've made a wrong decision. I'm just letting you know why I'm such a fan of Kajabi. All right, let's look at Gumroad. Now, you may never heard of Gumroad. Gumroad's been out there for a while, and Gumroad has its pros and cons as well. So for customer support, I'd kind of give this a 2 if I'm being honest. There's not really a live chat feature. You have to submit a ticket. You may take a little while to hear from them. So not a whole lot of customer support, but if you're just doing your first miniature course and you want to sell something quickly, you may not need as much customer support. Branding and control, for this one, I would put a 2 as well. I mean, it's not terrible, but you are on Gumroad's platform. You can't really create a custom domain that I'm aware of. So it's going to be, a little bit obvious that it's a different kind of a link. If that's important to you, then take that into consideration. Ease of use, I would actually make this a 4, potentially a 5. It's very easy. If you know how to attach a document, you can attach a video or a series of videos or PDF and upload them to Gumroad and make them available for sale very quickly. I believe it's probably the easiest one to get up a miniature course quickly than all of these options. So if you're just like, I just want a 5 video course that I can test the market with for $20, Gumroad, you can literally do it in a day, honestly. If you have a few hours, you can set the whole thing up and have it running. Okay, so for features, this is where it's a 2 or a 3 for me. It does have the ability to do affiliate links, so you could have an affiliate promote it. But there's just not a huge number of features. There's not a way to email your customers. There's not a way to do any of that. For pricing, I would say it's a 3, maybe a 4. I'm going to give it a 4 because you can start with a free account. However, with that free account, they take like a 9% transaction charge. So you do pay, you just pay in a different way. So if you're just testing the waters and you're okay with them taking 9% of whatever your course cost, then go with that. And it's free to kind of get started. All right, let's talk about Teachable. So Teachable for customer support, I would give that a 2. I've heard a lot of nightmare stories. You can just Google Teachable customer support, and there's a lot of complaints about them not being very responsive. So again, I've not used Teachable, but you might want to take that into consideration. Branding and control, I would put as a 3. It depends on if you're the free account or the paid account. Here's some things that I do think are pros with Teachable. They've got very easy setup. I mean, you do get unlimited things like bandwidth for your courses you're uploading, your students. They have a one-click checkout. They do have the ability to have a storefront and easy sales page. I do like the Teachable allows you to do like a live Zoom course, but it's on their pro plan. So you want to be aware of that. They do have things like graded quizzes, custom course completion certificates. They do have some customization on their website theme as well. So, for ease of use with Teachable, I would give it a 4 because I've heard it's really easy to go in there and get your course set up. Pretty simple formats. For features, I would also give it a 4. I've heard that their features are very, very good. A lot of people really enjoy Teachable. For the pricing, I would give that a 4 as well. Could be close to a 5 because you can get started for just $29 a month. But I believe that also includes 5% transaction fees on top of anything that people purchase. All right, let's look at Thinkific, and then I'm going to give you a summary of what I say is the best ones for you to consider. Okay, Thinkific, it's a funny name, but you can just go to thinkific.com. And here are some notes that I wrote down about Thinkific. Here's some pros that I like. They do have some marketing automation and email features. They have a simple free plan to get started. So this would be similar to Gumroad, where you can actually start on their free plan. There are some limitations, but it's enough to get started. They do allow you to edit some of the code of your site. Again, it's not going to be your main website or your blog. It's going to be a storefront. They do allow for custom domains. So, on the branding and control part, we could say that's a 4. I heard their customer support is kind of okay, not great. So I give that a 3. Ease of use, I give that a 3. I've heard, unless they've improved this and they've made changes, I've heard that they don't have like a built-in email marketing system. I mean, there are some things you can do to notify members who have purchased things from you, but it's not going to be built-in email marketing like Kajabi is going to be for you. They do have some affiliate marketing that you can do if that's important to you. So features, I would say a 3 on this. Pricing, I would give this one a 5. And the reason why is because their $49 a month basic plan is unlimited courses, unlimited students. You get a custom domain, coupons, all of that. So for a $29 or $49 price, it's that you get a lot of features for your money. However, once you go to the Pro plan, which you have to get to in order to start getting some of their more awesome features, that's at $99 a month. Now I'm approaching what Kajabi would cost for me to just be all in one platform. So that, again, is why I say it depends on where you are, your circumstances, because like they have a premier plan that's like $499 a month. I don't know why you would ever do that when you could be on Kajabi for so much less and get everything else that you get with Kajabi. All right, so let me give you a summary, because you might be looking at all those numbers going, Jonathan, what is your final analysis? Here's my final analysis. Kajabi is perfect for you if you are serious about going full-time and you want low tech, meaning you don't want to have to figure out, how do I connect my blog to my storefront page? So I've got WordPress over here. Now I've got to connect my storefront page of Teachable. And now I've got, these two different things I've got to figure out. If you just want one login for you to work in and day out, whether you're setting up a landing page, you're blogging, you are creating a course, you are doing customer service, all of it for us is all in Kajabi. That's why we are all in that one platform. So this one is the one that I recommend for the serious full-timer. Gumroad. I would recommend Gumroad for those of you, maybe you've been blogging on WordPress or you have a blog on WordPress and you're like, I just want to test the waters on my first course and I want to get it up and going quickly without paying a lot of money. That's what Gumroad can do for you. So they have a free account. You will pay a transaction, but it's only based off of if you actually sell any courses. So you could price accordingly. And it's very, very simple. It's got a simple sales page, a simple way to get a payment link. You don't have to go and integrate Stripe or PayPal separately. All you do is connect your bank account to Gumroad, upload those 4 or 5 videos you have, price your course, and do a super simple sales page that they have. And you can literally have a link you can start sharing social media, email, anywhere to sell your course. Teachable. I would call this the serious beginner. So, if you're already been on WordPress or you started WordPress a few months ago, you've been doing some blogging and you want to start getting into courses and you do more than one course, or you want to do longer than a miniature course, then Teachable is probably a good place for you to land. Just know the customer service does not have the best reputation. So there's that. And then finally, Thinkific. I think this one's probably for your money versus your features is your best overall value. However, keep in mind they're still limited. It's not all in one like Kajabi. And again, they're not known for the best customer support either, with submitting tickets and trying to get people to respond in a timely manner. If you're in the middle of a course launch and something's not working, I would much rather want to jump on live chat and solve the problem in 10 minutes than to wait 24 to 48 hours on a support ticket. But that's me. So there you go. That's what I'd recommend. And so I'm curious, which one works best for you? Which one, based on my analysis, are you going to start with? Again, this is not like it's permanent. So whatever you choose, you do have the ability to move somewhere else. My one recommendation would be when you create your course videos, always upload them either to Dropbox or to Google Drive so that you have a backup copy that's saved somewhere in the cloud. Some of these course platforms might not make it possible for you to download your videos to move to a different platform. Kajabi does, which is nice because I can go into Kajabi and I could download my course videos if I needed to in order to upload them to a different platform. All right. So what questions do you have and what topics would you love for me to cover on future episodes? Let me know. Also, if you are still wondering, like, Jonathan, where do I get started? I'm not sure where to start. The best place to start is to get a copy of my latest book. You can actually get it for free at yourmessagemattersbook.com. You can get your free copy. All I ask is you pay for the shipping and handling. We don't make any money on these books if you go and you buy the book, because we're just getting it to your doorstep so you can have a copy. But of course, you can go to your local bookstore. You can go to Amazon.com and get a copy for around $17. Or you can go to yourmessagemattersbook.com and we're happy to send you a free copy on us. All right, that's it for this edition of the Market Your Message Show. And if you would, take a moment right now and like, rate, subscribe, or even review our show and let us know how we're doing. And until next time, never forget, your message matters.